Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to install and redo the HPP power valve system. Okay, and I've been trying to find this all over the internet and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So what I'm going to do is this is the pieces to this pivot shaft here. And to redo this, all you're going to do is take your spring, put it in there sideways like that. You'll push it to where it's even. Just hold it in place like that. So you'll take your shaft, you'll put spring in this onto the small end. On the big end, you will take your piece up top, push it down in between just like that. This is on the right side, by the way, that I'm doing. Okay guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this whole entire shaft right here, you're going to build it inside of here. Just like I showed you how to do outside, you're going to do it inside. You're going to take this power valve, slide it through, put this little keeper right here, this arm, it's going to slide right in there. You're going to push it in. After that, you're going to take your cover and you're going to align this after it's in. You'll take it and drop it right down. And it's kind of self-explanatory because inside, if you look, that keeper is going to grab. And if you look over here on this side, you're going to have the opening to be able to put your bolt, your 4mm Allen, and you are going to just lightly tighten it down. You don't want to tighten this down yet, as to that's going to be how we adjust our power valve later on. Next, we're going to take a little bit of assembly lube, put that in there because you don't want any metal to metal at any point in time. So we'll take that, get that in there. Now we are done with this, so you can take some Loctite, throw some Loctite on these, 8mm. Because once we close this up, we don't need to get in here anymore. I'm going to take this back off after. I'm just showing you guys how to do this because I'm going to be cleaning up all of my pieces. But I figured I'd make a video on this. Tighten that down. Make sure our arm still works fine. Now what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to take your power valve shaft, your main shaft. We're going to put assembly lube on it, get some assembly lube across the whole thing. Rub all that in there. We're going to flip our cylinder back up. We're going to put assembly lube on this gear here. We're going to turn this shaft, or this power valve, get some assembly lube on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and it'll turn without the power valve turning. So you can turn this. Now slide it in. Should go all the way down. Now I'll flip over to this side here. Okay, so now we're on this side. You're going to take a little bit of assembly lube just like the other side. You're going to put a little bit of assembly lube on. You're going to make sure this is oriented towards your piston. You're going to take this tab, this little washer with the collar again, and you're going to set it in there like that. This open piece is going to sit this way. Slide that in. Take your washer, put that on. Now you'll take your 8mm, put a little bit of Loctite on there. Put that in. Tighten that down. Now you're going to repeat your process again. You're going to have this here. This is going to slide into place. You snap it all together. Don't put your top piece on yet. You're going to grab this power valve. Same thing, you're going to want to put a little bit of assembly lube on it or two-stroke oil, whatever you decide to choose. You'll make sure you slide this in here. Put it in to your groove on the side, just like that. Slide it into place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it up this way. Grab our top piece. Slide that down on. We'll throw our 4mm in the side. Same thing, don't tighten this down yet. You just go hand tight. Make sure your shaft and everything's working as it should. Next, we're going to throw our cover on. Make sure you put assembly lube or two-stroke oil or something inside of here because you don't want any metal pieces touching. You want everything to have lube on it. We're going to throw our gasket on. Same thing, like I said, you're going to want to put Loctite on these. But like I said before, I will be removing mine. I am doing this for video purposes. Just to show you guys. Tighten it down. Same thing. This back one, throw some Loctite on. Guess we shouldn't have tightened this one yet. Make sure we get this one in and started before we tighten that one. Put that down. Tighten this one. Now that they're both in, go back, tighten this one. Now that we're in here, flip it back to this side. We're going to take this piece here, put assembly lube all over it, and this doesn't matter which direction it goes on here because it's going to, either way, it'll spin on no problem, whichever direction, it doesn't matter. So next what we're going to do is we're going to use an 8mm wrench here, an open end. We're going to take that, we're going to make sure that we put our power valve. I'm going to take this shaft and rotate it to where it's upright, right here. I'm going to take this 10mm and I'm going to bolt our nut and put a little Loctite on here. Run it down inside. Don't want that coming off. Take that, wipe the excess off. It's a 10mm, and what you're going to do is you're going to tighten this down. I like to take it and set it like this. Just give it a little snug. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your 4mm and I'm going to back these out because I'm going to throw some Loctite on them. I can put it in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to push all of it closed, tighten it. Now I'm going to go to this side here, and I'm going to repeat the same thing. I am setting this power valve off of the bike. You can do it on. You can do it either. I just find it a lot easier to do it this way, personally. If you find it easier to do it on, then do it that way. Make sure your power valve's closed on the other side and this side. Then you'll tighten this down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open this. And you're going to make sure your power valve open and closes at the same rate. Just by spinning this down. Make sure it's all the way open. Again, if we can get the focus for you. We are opening even. All the way open, all the way closed. And that's how you adjust the power valve on these HPP systems. Please comment if you think I should do the video again and try and make it a little bit more easy for you guys to understand, or if I did okay. This is my first time filming, so I'm doing kind of, I spend more time looking at the camera than I do looking at this. So if I'm out of line or if I'm not doing it correctly to show you guys any specific spots that you guys want to see, please feel free to comment below so that way I know, so that way I can fix the issues and get them better for you. But that's pretty much it. That's how you adjust your power valve.